Here we are with part 2 of the tank game. I will do a quick demonstration of how it works, and then I'll break it down. So first we have the movement. It still works like in Milestone 1. We have the little enemy tank. See, he alerted. Let's go alert him. And then he'll follow me. And if he gets too close, he'll shoot me. Right now I'm in God mode. And then he's good. And if I deal too much damage, he just runs away from me. And it uses obstacle avoidance. In the obstacle avoidance, after a certain amount of time, he goes back to patrol mode. Which he's not dead. Look, he's running away from me. He's dead. But that's the obstacle avoidance. Here, this gray part, that's the hearing range. This red part is the the sight range. So you can see, alright, we'll go to the game manager, and then we can adjust these values. View distance, we can increase that so he views really high, and then once he'll start following me, he'll ignore the waypoint. He'll be like, yeah, I want to go shoot that guy. But right now the player doesn't have health, so there's no point in demonstrating that. And then we can also change the view angle, so we can narrow it down, or we can make it really wide. I don't know why you get stuck in that part. We can change the view distance, the C distance. This is for the obstacle avoidance thing. If we narrow it down a little bit more, it'll work. We have the mix, the speed, so we can make him really slow, so slow that he's going backwards, or really quick. Yep. And here we have him. Here's my organization down here. But let's prefabs. Here's the different enemy tanks. They're all different colors, as you can see. Here's the detailed Here's the detailed of each personality. We have Blinky, Pinky, Stinky, and God Butcher. Let's see what we need. For AI tanks, yeah, AI tanks detailed in text file, yep. Different finance state machine per tank. As we have the controllers right here. We have Blinky, Pinky, Stinky, God Butcher. So there's a chase behavior. You saw him chase me. Here I'll show you. I'll demonstrate in Blinky. We have the finance state machine right here. We have the patrol, chase, flee, alert, and combat. So yeah, they have the chase behavior, the flee behavior, you guys saw it. The patrol behavior, he's patrolling. There's the hearing, the vision, and I can show you. So here's my flee behavior. If he flees, he just takes the opposite direction that the player's at, and him, and he runs away. So he's like literally running away from the player. It uses the finance state machine because it's using the movement script that both the player controller and the tank are attached to. Here it is. They take different values. There's two different kinds because I wanted two different kinds. There's one that uses obstacle avoidance. So this one uses obstacle avoidance. This one does not use obstacle avoidance. Here we go. We have the chase. If he gets too close, he will start combat. If he gets too far, or if the tank does too much damage, he starts running away. And then if the tank doesn't find him, then return to patrol state. So that returns patrol state, as in chase. Alert, he just glances over. If something is in his hearing radius, he just turns to that direction. I can demonstrate. So here, I'll get in his hearing radius. He'll turn, he sees me, and then he starts firing. So the alert is just, he turns around, he sees you, and then he starts blazing saddles. Patrol, hearing distance. The AI player tank uses exactly the same components except for the controller. That's the case. So here we have the player controller, the shoot manager, and the movement. If we go over to Blinky, that's the one I've been working on, we have the Blinky controller, the shot manager, and the movement. And then I can show you the scripts right here. So here's the movement, and here's the shot manager. So the only difference between the shot manager, this side and this side, is just that they take in different tank datas. One has a tank data that incorporates camera, so the NPC, we have all these things. This one incorporates personality, it incorporates obstacle avoidance, and it does not have the camera, kind of like the tank data has camera options. So here we have the camera options, and they're all listed in the game manager. So in the game manager we have Blinky here, Pinky, Stinky, they have different sets. So here we have the options, so you can change them. Blinky, if you attach the Blinky skip, it'll pull the game manager's Blinky code. We have the player, enemy tanks, and then the tank data is right here listed under the player. So let's see. Each AI uses AI controller's unique find steam machine. All movement behaviors, chase, flee, patrol, etc. expanded to use obstacle avoidance. We do have obstacle avoidance for chasing behavior. I'll demonstrate. I'll let him chase me. I'll run behind a wall, and he will avoid the wall. So you see, he creates a new point. He didn't see me. He's like, you know what? Whatever. I don't want to chase this guy. But let's go damage him. So he flees. Oh, he's rapid firing. Skills. Anyways, he's running away from me. Let's lead him away. He avoided that wall. He's trying to avoid that. So right now he doesn't go back to patrol after he's been damaged, which would be easy to incorporate. But once he's been damaged, he just runs away from the player no matter what. But as you saw, he avoided that brick wall, and then this one. Let's go back. Game manager exists in singleton. It's always easy to access to player tank data component and updated list of tank data components. Yes, you guys saw that. We have the tank data right here. It's easy. It's a singleton. We can go over to the game manager. Here's the singleton component, so that there's only one, and then it pulls those values. Let's see what's next. Bug free. I played it. There was a bug, it wouldn't let me play it. Bug free, error free. Comments, everything is commented. So here we have all the comments. This is my largest code. Well, my AIs are the largest code. They're all commented. Run away from the player, moves towards the player. So I have block comments. So there's a block of code, and then there's a comment that describes what it does. So if I'm ever lost, I'm like, something's broken, I can just go, where's it broken? Look, find this, be like, oh, that's where it's broken. So we have pinkies also, personalities, we have the movement, it's all coded, NPC tank data. Each block has a header and has a little comment on what section that is. Tank data, the same thing. Game manager, block code, player controller. There's not much here because it's pretty easy to move the player. Death timers even commented. The bullet is commented. The bullet uses the same script for both the player and the enemy. They have different functions to detect which ones to hit. So for example, so you pass in who shot it, as long as the shooter isn't, where is it? As long as the shooter isn't who's hitting him. I only have it for Blinky, but it works for the player too. But the player doesn't have code to take damage yet, so it follows the player. It's all commented. Shoot manager, everything's commented. My organization, pretty sure that's the next one. Project organization. Here we have it. Everything's organized. We have the materials, the physics materials, the textures, objects, prefabs, explosions, scenes, scripts. I haven't separated the player scripts from the regular scripts, the exploding scripts, the effect scripts. These scripts are from the effects. Shaders. That shader's from the package that I downloaded for the explosions. I did not make the explosions too hard, but I did make the dust or the smoke effect once you shoot. That little explosion right there, I made that. Pretty proud of that. Anyways, what exceeds is the way that I made the thing. You see it right there, the little glitch? It wasn't a glitch. It said that it found a wall that it really couldn't get around based on the components that I had put into it. It said, you know what, I'm just gonna get a new point rather than going through there and then just embarrassing myself. I made it easier to display. There's a little time thing where you stops and so like, alright, let's see how long we wait there. That's pretty random right now. But yeah, I added explosion shooting. I added like a third person kind of gameplay aesthetic to it. I added the shots. So the shot manager, let's go find it. So the bullets, they have a little ray trace, and then they're pretty detailed. And they have light spread. So I think that's what I did for my little extra things, you know. Anyways, that's the end of the video.